Okay, so in this lecture, I would like us to implement onDelete. Okay, we'd like to be able to delete a high score. Now, maybe that doesn't make sense, but this is more for the sake of seeing how to delete. Okay, so we're in a list, and we have this for each. So I'm going to add a modifier onDelete perform, and we have an option. We need to have a function that accepts an index set and returns void. So the input should be an index set. So we're going to have some kind of delete function. Okay? Now we don't really have such a delete function. So let's look. We have high score VM dot delete high score, but delete high score that accepts an entity. And we need something else, not an entity. We need to accept an indexed set. So what I'm going to do is go to our view model, our high score view model. So I have that ready over here. And I already scrolled down to delete score, so delete high score. But we need a different type of delete. So what I'm going to do is create a function, delete score, which accepts an index set. So a set of indices, and usually the set will only have one element. Now I'd like to find the first index. So let's do guard let index equal to index set dot first return. So if we can actually find an element in the index set satisfying the requirement, then we'll get index set dot first. Otherwise, we'll return from the function. So this should work. So we get an index where the entity appears. So let entity equal to high scores index. And now I'll use this function delete high score. So delete high score entity, and let's enter the entity over here. And this is the function that we need in our view. So let's go back to our view and replace this with high score view model delete score. And now let's run the app. So Command R, and let's see if we can delete scores. So I'm going to the high scores, and let's delete this anon. So I'm going to shift, press delete, and it's gone. Let's get rid of this anon too. And let's get rid of Bob over here. Now let's quit the app and see. So I'm going to press Command period, Command R, and let's see that really we deleted those scores. Great, so it worked. So we still have a bug to take care of, but we're pretty much at a very advanced stage of the app. We could add an app icon, but definitely I want to take care of the bug that I discussed earlier that rarely occurs, and we haven't really seen it take place, but it can. So I'd like to discuss that, and yeah, and then we'll be pretty much done with this simple app illustrating core data. Yeah, so I'm having a hard time reproducing the bug. Okay, and I got a new high score. Let's just call it me. Let's look at the high scores. Yeah, that appears. Okay, great. Let's erase that. Erased it. So have an amazing day, and see you next time.